Jackson?
Yes, I have a question that just arises out of something you said at the beginning that I thought was very interesting. I have been focusing in on the interaction between E and H, because I think the sort of questions presented in this case tee it up that way in a certain way. And you know, if there's a savings clause, what does ineffective mean as it relates to what's happening in H, and who has the better interpretation about that? What you said at the beginning that I found very interesting was this interpretation exercise needs to be taken in the light of the entirety of 2255 and what is going on in each provision. You know, please interpret it related to the structure of this statute. You said that A sets up the process, it gives us the motion, it creates the whole scheme. Then sort of, I guess, I'm just trying to do it right here on the stand. B, C, D, it looks like, is talking about procedural matters when the motion is properly entertained. And if you were a court and you were sort of going through in order, I think this is maybe how you would approach it in actual application. When you get to E, the question is, okay, so what about habeas? Can people still be, you know, filing a habeas motion while this is going on? And you find the answer there about that. And then you keep moving on. You know, statute of limitations is in F, and then you get to H. It's the gatekeeper, you said. Is this a successive motion the court is asking at this point? And if so, can I proceed? If we think about it in that way, then it's sort of like E is not really interacting with H and saying anything about whether habeas rights would still exist for the purpose of this case. Am I right in sort of how I'm starting to view this?
I think you are right, Your Honor. I would qualify one thing you said, which is that 2255H is the gatekeeper for a particular thing, successive 2255 motions. 2255E, on the other hand, is a different type of gatekeeper. In some ways, it's the most important provision in 2255 because it determines whether you get into 2255 at all, or you start over at 2241, or you maybe, you know, what we've been talking about is you come in through the 2255E gateway. But actually, 2255E is the traffic cop here.
I see. So at the beginning, we just sort of have these claims, and we're like, which is the right world that we need to be in, the 2255 world or the 2241 world? And E is doing that work.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then once we're in the right world, we keep on going with respect to the application of statute of limitations, or is this a successive motion, or whatever?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.